for another lesson, another food lesson. That's right. It's another lesson in one of my culinary delights. I call it the down underpants. That's what I call it, the down underpants. Do you come from a land down underpants? Do you? Because that's what I call this, the down underpants. And it needs several ingredients. You don't even have to cook anything. There's several ingredients. Of course, there's bread. There's mayonnaise. There's cheese. And of course, Vegemite. Now, you can get this stuff. Now, Vegemite's an Australian thing, but you can get it locally. You can get it in America. You can get it places like Jungle Gyms or someplace like that. You can get Vegemite. So you really can get it in the United States of America. And I call this the down underpants. You know what inspired that? It's because remember the Men at Work song Down Under that talks about a Vegemite sandwich? That's where I got the idea for the name of this. The thing is, when that song came out, I always wondered about Vegemite sandwiches ever since that song came out. And then just a few years ago, I finally I found this at Jungle Gyms, and I was actually able to finally taste Vegemite. But anyway, here's what we do. Take a slice of bread. And this stuff keeps for a while too. It's good. Vegemite. You smear Vegemite on the bread like this. Now see, this is why we call it the down underpants. It's just a very, very thin layer because a little bit goes a long way. That's what the guy at the pharmacy said yesterday. Because yesterday I went to the drugstore to buy cortisone for my hemorrhoids, and the guy at the drugstore says a little bit goes a long way, but a very thin layer. Now, a lot of people like to mix Vegemite with butter, but if you don't have butter, here's what I use instead. Okay. I should. But instead of butter, I'm gonna have to edit out that dirty joke I just made. Because this is only a PG rated show. Instead of butter, sometimes you use mayonnaise, because mayonnaise kind of softens the taste of Vegemite just like butter does. See? It's mayonnaise with Vegemite. And a slice of cheese. Ooh. See? Cheese with a layer of Vegemite and mayonnaise. There's your sandwich, and you dig in because it's good. Good. And by the way, I didn't do a show last week. That was when I was on my trip to Colorado. I was in Colorado last week. If Men at Work was still around today, they could re-record Down Under. Instead of saying, he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich, they could say, he just smiled and gave me a Down Underpants. That would be cool. This is such a good down underpants. Mmm. This stuff keeps for a while now. The expiration's ain't until February. Oh, my appetite has come back. After I got back from Colorado, I was I lost my appetite because of the blood loss from the big age. It was hemorrhoid-induced blood loss. I suffered for days after I got back from Colorado. So that probably explains all the health problems I was having for days after that. But this is good. But now I've got to check the latest news. This is a funny story here. This is a funny story. Ted Cruz emerges as GOP leader. The Republicans view Ted Cruz as the leader of their party now. That's funny. That's really funny. He's their leading candidate for president, too. Chris Christie's only in third now. You got a way to self-destruct, Republicans. So anyway, what other fun things happened in Colorado? Let me think. That was where I got caught in a hailstorm, 2 hailstorms at Mesa Verde National Park, and all that fun stuff. That's right. It rained. We went to Mesa Verde National Park, which was supposed to be the highlight of the trip, but it rained the whole time we were there. So pretty much much of our time at Mesa Verde was raining. That's right. It was raining. Raining. So that's the story of the down underpants.